Hi guys, it is Monday, December 26th, and I just got done with a successful writing stream. I wrote over 1,000 words. I think I was close to like 1,300. I know I did 600 some in the last sprint, 500 some beforehand, and about 2 something. I can't do math. It was between like 13 and 1,400 probably. But yeah, it was a good sprint. I'm happy that I was able to write a little bit more, especially because I lost focus. I'm doing Project Mermaid. I was in chapter 20. I stopped in the middle of a sentence, and that was not a good idea on my part because I had a response that I wanted to give her when I was writing that sentence, and for whatever reason I must have got distracted and left. And I came back and I was like, I do. I'm like, what did you do or not do? I don't know. I don't know if it was supposed to be a I don't, I doubt. It was literally, I think, in the middle of the word. I don't even know if it's supposed to be do. But we made do. We kind of changed course a little bit. I don't think it was my original idea, but I like what I have. I have a sleeping puppy behind me. She's been cute right now, even though she was a little bit of a savage earlier, trying to bite me and go crazy. But yeah, I am about to make some lunch. I have some leftover pasta, penne vodka. Oh, so good. I can't wait to eat it. And then I'm going to go pick my mom up and we're going to go to the Salt Cave. My mom and my cousin, it's like my mom's first cousin, my godmother person, whatever you want to call her. They've never been to the Salt Cave before, and we all had gift certificates for a free community session. So we are going to cash those in and have a little session and just have my mom and my cousin experience it, because I both think they're very stressed and they need it. And actually my allergies are acting up really bad today, so I'm really hoping that this salt clears that stuff out. So I'm very excited. I'm hoping that this week, being the last week of December and a week off, I will be off until the 2nd. I go back to work on the 3rd of January. I'm hoping that this is going to be productive and fun, and I can't wait to bring you guys along with me. So with that being said, I'm going to go make some lunch, and I'll be back in a little bit. Hi friends, it's Wednesday, December 28th. I am the worst, and that wasn't even on me. I'm the worst. I have been forgetting to vlog things, and it's bad because like I had stuff I was doing, but it's been mostly stationary. Like I've been on the computer at my house, so I haven't been filming stuff. So let me briefly catch you up to speed. Okay, so Monday I went to the Salt Cave with my mom and cousin, and that was a pretty bad time. And then I don't even really know if I updated. I just kind of hung out with Greg. Like we watched Pearl, the movie that's like the prequel to X, horror movie. We watched both of them. We watched X on Christmas Eve and Pearl on Monday. And yesterday then, I spent a good chunk of my morning doing D&D stuff. So I'm actually going to be in a D&D campaign on Friday. It's a one-shot, but I'm really excited because I've never got to do D&D before. So basically, I'm going to take you for a walk in my house and real quick talk to you. So yeah, I'm doing a D&D. I'm a high elf sorcerer, level 7. And I picked a bunch of shit and I'm hoping for the best because I've never played before. So I basically did my character work, and then I didn't do too much else after I did D&D. I went out with Greg, we went out for dinner, and then he had to grab something for his new project in the house. So it was a very chill night. And then I tried to play some video games, but it didn't work, so then I ended up reading and snuggling with the puppies. Well, resting day for me. And then after yesterday, so this morning, I basically did a little bit of a co-working / catch up with my friend Kelly Wright. So we pretty much just talked, and I helped Kelly with some bonus material that she's going to be giving out. I don't know if it's like a pre-order, I think it's a pre-order special for her debut coming out in 2023. So I'm very excited. I was very happy to help her with something and hopefully make things a little bit more authentic / like just more exciting for people. And then that's pretty much all I did. I cleaned up a little bit. My house is still, I feel like your house is never how you want it to be, but you know, we're making do. So now I'm actually going to a meditation. I'm going to a dream scripting meditation where we are going to talk about like our goals of 2023, meditate, and then like write things down about like what we want the script to be for our 2023. I'm very excited. I've never done anything like it. And if I don't shut up and leave, I'm going to be late. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple of my things and then head out to the cave. So I will talk to you guys later. Hi friends, it's me. I don't know how good this lighting is, but I'm in my car. It's 8:30 and I just got done with my dream scripting at the Pixie, the Salt Cave. And goodness, I think I really needed this. Oddly enough, I've never dream scripted and I really didn't know much about it, but basically it ties into manifestation. So like where you are going to envision your year ahead of you and like write out the script of your life, like trying to kind of get into that mindset that it's going to happen and you're going to do it. So I ended up writing quite a lot. I only got to September, so I still need to write October, November, and December, but I'm feeling really good. And the one thing that I came away with this is that thinking about my goals and viewing them and making them achievable in my mind really does like uplift my mood. So I don't know if it's like the workout endorphins I have still like lingering, but my friend is staring at me. I don't know what. Probably because she's like, I don't understand why she's sitting out there. She's probably gonna call me, but yeah, so I had a lot of good endorphins and I'm ready and excited to finish this and just see how, like, looking back the year ahead, like how my months actually went ahead. I think what I like to do is like the start of every month, I'd like to review my script and see like how it went. Otherwise though, I'm gonna head home. I'm feeling, I think because of all my happy endorphins, I'm feeling a little bit emotional. It is my uncle's birthday today, who has been deceased for 21 years, and yeah, I'm just, it's hitting me a little bit harder. Every so often, every so many years, I just get hit really hard with grief. And it's a grief of the person that I didn't get to know. So I'm just feeling a lot of things right now. None of them are bad. You know, it's all part of life. But I am going to process some stuff on my drive home. And I'm going to stop at the store. And then I'm going to just snuggle in and settle down for the rest of my night. So this was good. This was a very happy day. Hi friends, it is December 29th today and I'm just doing a quick check-in. So I really didn't vlog much. I don't know. I've been like weird as far as like doing things, because if I want to set up something like to vlog, I don't really want to take the time to set up the vlog. I want to just do the things. So today's been very chill. I mostly read today. I've been finishing a book for another vlog that I'm hoping will go out by like the 2nd or 3rd of January. And that is my 2022 TBR video that I started very, very late in the year. But I'm almost done. I just have that last book to read and then I can finish the vlog and submit that. So I've been mostly reading. I did a little bit of snuggling with the puppies, and I honestly haven't been cleaning a lot because tonight is the all-nighter. So me, Autumn Ashley, Sarah Sutton, and Madeline Monahan, all the same letters. Oh my god, I just realized BBAASSMM. We're killing it tonight. I have to tell them that later. But we are doing an all-nighter. So I'm gonna have the first stream starting at 8 p.m. on my channel, and we are going to be writing all night. So we're gonna be doing 2-hour blocks, 8 to 10, 12 to 2, and 4 to 6. And then tomorrow is gonna be a great day because I'm gonna go to bed sometime after 6, and I have a car appointment at 11:15, and I have to do a couple errands, and we'll see if I get any sleep done. Last time I did this, I was surprisingly like wired the next day. We did this back in April 2022, and I slept for maybe like 3 hours total, and I got up and I was completely fine with my day. So it was really strange for me. So I'm hoping I'm gonna have that energy again, but I didn't plan anything for the Friday, and now I inadvertently had stuff to do because I need to take my car for an inspection. So we'll see how it goes. But other than that, it's been a very chill morning. I met up with Kelly for a little bit, like a half hour, just to do some stuff for her book. Again, it was an additional thing that we had to do. And I went for a brief walk. I wish I realized how warm it is. It's like in the 40s today, and it's cold, but it's warm when it's been like 0 degrees out for the last week. And I wish I knew that earlier, because now I don't have time to do it and it's gonna get dark, but I would have taken the puppy for like a longer walk. I just didn't realize how nice it was until like an hour ago. So yeah, I just did a thumbnail. I'm just been putzing around. Like I haven't had a day where like I just kind of did what I wanted forever. And I use this day as that because obviously I have a lot of writing I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm hoping to do some vlogging as well as create a TikTok through my all-nighter, and we'll see how it goes. It's a very chill day. I'm very calm. I took a nice hot bath today. I read a little bit, and that's where we're at. So I'll talk to you guys later. Hi friends. It is 10:14 now. So I have about an hour and 45 minutes of a break, and I definitely need to get up. My body does not like to sit very long, even though that was a very productive sprint for me. So we started the writing all-nighter. I was the 8 to 10 stream, and I got 1,717 words in that stream. So like, whew, look out. This is going to be a good night if I keep this up. I'm really excited because the place that I'm at is like a really good place to break, because it was just a very, I don't want to say tense, but there was a lot of like tension in the scene. So I'm excited to be able to pick right back up and get into that flow when I come back. But for now, I'm just very excited. I already had one Red Bull. Try not to overdo it. I am very caffeine sensitive, and if I have too much caffeine, I'm gonna get shaky and sick. But I am feeling a little bit like, because this is normally when I start going to bed, so my body is like trying to power down. So I think getting up is gonna help. So I'm gonna listen to my audiobook. I'm currently listening to Goddess in the Machine, and it's really good so far. So I'm gonna pop that in, and I have some dishes and laundry to do. I have to fold. I have like 3 loads of laundry to fold because I saved it all for tonight, and I have to run the washing machine, and I have some dishes to do. I have to empty the dishwasher and wash a few things. So that should probably not take me a whole 2 hours, but I should at least get to 11 o'clock, and then I'll find something else to do to keep me entertained. So yeah. I'm in such a good mood. I am so excited to do this, and if you came to the all-nighter and you're watching this video, you guys rock. We had such a good turnout for that first stream, and I'm sitting here looking already, and we already had like 13 to 15 people waiting for the next one. So this is amazing. I love this community so much. So yeah, on that note, I'm gonna go get some stuff done. I will check in a bit. Hi guys, it's me. It is 2:30. We ended up chatting a little bit longer after the stream, so I only have an hour and a half break now, but I am gonna make myself some tea. Actually feeling pretty good overall. I feel like when I commit to something, I can do it if I want to, truthfully. I know that's bad because I know there's other times where I'm like, oh, I should be able to stay up, or I could stay up, but I have no interest in staying up late. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out what tea I want. As you can see, these 2 rows, these 2 shelves are pretty much exclusive tea, and I have a lot of options. I also have some tea in a little container on my counter. I might just grab something there instead of trying to look through all this tea tonight. I don't know. I had blueberry tea last night and that was really good. Anyway, I ended up sprinting. It went well. I got 1,818 words in that sprint, and we're so far on brand. I had 17:17 the first sprint, 18:18 the second sprint. I feel like there's way too much pressure to get 19:19, but I'm not gonna like force that. If it happens, I'm gonna be like, there's something crazy going on. That's a sign of something. But yeah, I am just, I'm gonna clean up my kitchen. So after my tea's made, I'm gonna just clean up my kitchen and move around a little bit. And then we're gonna be in our last sprint. So yeah, I feel like so far, like I said, I'm doing pretty good. I feel pretty powered up. And I'm in a good mood overall. I really think this is so fun, and I'm happy I have friends that can do this with me, especially because we can't have like hangouts in person. So this is great. And yeah, I'll check in a little bit. Hello, my friends. It is pretty much almost 6 o'clock. Man, I am definitely feeling tired this time, and I keep going back and forth, like I'm zoning out very much, and I got so close to hitting 5K. I think I could easily come back later on today when I feel like recharged and get 300 more words. I'm at 4,760 total for the entire streams. So not even doing full, like we would do 30-minute sprints, but like not even. So like in my stream, I did 3 30-minute sprints, and for 20 minutes of one, I was walking my dogs. In Sarah's stream, she did a 20-minute sprint at the end because we were running out of time. And I also had to take a break to deal with some puppies. And I took a couple more breaks because I had to like go to the bathroom and stuff like that. And then on the 4 a.m. stream, which is just finishing up, I pretty much tapped out completely in the last 30 minutes. I had 2 solid 30-minute sprints, and then I just was like this last sprint was like killer. So all things considered, like I had at least like 3 solid hours of writing, and I got almost 5K in that. So if this is any indication how my 2023 can go, I'm feeling really good about the books and the things I can do this coming year. And it's all about perspective and mind over matter, right? So I could just do the thing and be so fulfilled. But yeah, so I'm not going to talk too much longer because I am tired. The stream is going to be ending in a few short minutes, and I need to go to bed because I have to go take my car to get work done today at 10:30. Oh, I don't make the best decisions at all, but I also didn't think I was taking my car. I thought my husband was just going to take his, and he could do that without me, but that's not the case because now we got to take both of them. So yeah, but I'm really proud of myself. I feel really good and accomplished, and I like where the story's going. I wrote 2 whole chapters tonight, 21 and 22, and I wrote 3 pages of chapter 23. So overall, I'm just feeling really good, and I can't wait. The end of the year is feeling so good. Hi friends. It is like 2 o'clock or some shit. I don't even know. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock, 1:55. I went out, dropped my car off to get inspected, and took my husband's truck to get serviced, and we just got home. My car is not done yet, but I think I might try to nap. I only got 3 hours of sleep, and it was a really weird 3 hours. Like, I know my heart was like going the entire time, and I was like in and out of sleep. And then I was in a onesie, and I think it got too hot, so I took the onesie off and I cooled down a little bit, and I think I slept for another hour, but it's weird. But I'm excited. I got this lovely print for Hellbent in the mail for pre-ordering. I was surprised it came already since it doesn't come out for another couple weeks, but I love this. I need to frame it somewhere because I'm obsessed. And I think I'm just going to get some water. I think I'm gonna go in bed. Might try to read, and if I get a little sleepy, then I might take a nap. I don't have to pick up my car till like 5 tonight, so I have a little bit of time. And overall, I'm feeling good. I have D&D tonight. I am doing my first D&D one-shot. It's a Christmas one. We ended up doing it obviously after Christmas because of time, but I'm excited. And I've never played, so I'm just looking forward to tonight. And I want to be well rested because it could go long. But yeah, overall feeling good, just really happy. And yeah, that's all my updates. So I'm gonna go wrestle these doggos because they're getting a little rambunctious. So talk to you later. Hello friends, it is New Year's Eve and I was doing a quick check-in. I haven't really vlogged because I've been mostly just being lazy and reading all day. I had so much fun playing my first D&D one-shot last night. We were on a mission to save Christmas. Depending on who you ask, we either failed miserably or I saved the day. Basically, Santa had been corrupted by a spell gone wrong, and we were already down one person who couldn't make it last night, and then one of our idiot friends decided to touch a glowing object that turned him into mush. So we were fighting evil Santa on steroids, and I cast a banishment spell that worked and sent Santa into hell. I mean, it worked, even though Christmas then was ruined because there was no presents, but I mean, you know, it was fun. It was a really fun time. I'm here for it. I can't wait to play again. I hope we are trying to plan another one shot at some point, maybe in a month or two, and maybe eventually gain up to make a whole campaign. But yeah, it was a really good night. We were done at like 10:30, and then I watched an episode of My Hero Academia and went to bed. And today I've been reading all day. I finished the last book on my 2022 TBR, so I'm gonna finish that video and eventually edit it. That's probably gonna go up later in January because I have a couple other videos that need to go out first, but I am happy that I got it done and I can finish that. And then I have to finish this video and edit this and post it. So yeah, this is probably gonna be the last day I'm gonna vlog, but me and my husband are gonna go take an adventure, maybe to go get dinner somewhere. I don't know if we're gonna do anything else. I don't know what's open and how late anything is open for, but we're gonna go out and then we're gonna come home and just chill. I think I'm either gonna play video games or read tonight. I do not want to go out. New Year's Eve is like the one day and the one holiday that I never want to associate with anyone. Like, I want it to be me and my puppies and my husband and just chilling, and that's what I want. So that's what I plan on doing, even though we were invited out places. So we're gonna go and I will see you guys later. Hello friends and happy new year. I just want to say thank you for another solid year of video making on YouTube, of you guys following my journey, and even the minimal progress that I'm making in the grand scheme of things. I'm happy that you guys are here for the small progress that I've been making. Given that I have a ton of end of the year videos going up and or coming out in the next few weeks, I want to just kind of end today's video with a recap of everything I read in the month. This isn't going to be an in-depth review of any of these books, but if you want any more opinions, you can feel free to ask me some questions down in the comments or go over to my Goodreads. Sometimes I have pretty lengthy reviews, sometimes I have pretty much succinctly what I think of when I read them. Since I won't be doing a December wrap-up, this is what you get. So as far as what I read in the month of December, I read A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson and gave this 5 out of 5 stars. This follows a main character named Constanza, who is married to Dracula, and follows her life as they also bring in other partners into their relationship, as well as dissecting the dichotomy between Dracula and all of his brides and how it can be toxic. I really like that this book highlights some polyamory while also showing that taken too far, and when people in power are taking advantage of others, it can be very abusive. So it doesn't really look at polyamory in a negative way, but it does look at abusive relationships in a negative way. And overall, I really like this. I also highly recommend the audiobook. I also listened to Off to Be a Wizard by Scott Meyer. This is a book where the main character ends up realizing that he is in a computer simulation, much like The Matrix. And when he realizes this, he understands that he kind of can be like a wizard and he can gyp the system and get extra money and do all these cool things. So once the FBI starts to get on that he's kind of glitching the system, he decides to go back to medieval times and try to trick people into thinking that he is a legit wizard, and finds that there's a whole community of people who have also found this glitch in the system. It's a fun time. The audiobook was really worth it, and I don't know if I will continue with the series. Someone in my book club said that the second book is even better than the first book, but I was just so on the book. It didn't intrigue me enough to continue with the series. In the beginning of December, I had a Chuck Tingle reading night. This is something I do every single year when I have my friends come over and we just read Chuck Tingles or Tinglers. And these are just like very satirical, erotic novels. So the one that we read this year was Bisexually Stuffed by an Orgy of Sentient Thanksgiving Foods. It was the like week or two after Thanksgiving anyway, so it fit. They're not meant to be high quality literature, but at the same time, they're so funny and it's so ridiculous that you kind of have to laugh, and that's what we did. I have a TikTok if you're interested, and my TikTok is linked down below. And I also ended up DNFing a poetry collection, which was Aphrodite Made Me Do It by Trista Mateer. I don't know if I would have DNF'd this if it wasn't for the formatting in the ebook. It was so off. It was hard. Like there were like, I couldn't actually tell which poems were which because none of the poems had titles. So it would be like in one page on the ebook, it would have like up in the corner, and then the next page it would be like down at the bottom, and then it would be like there'd be pictures and the pictures would be split, and it was just, the formatting was so terrible. So I ended up DNFing it because I could not understand like what poems or what. It just like all meshed together, and it was just a very unsatisfying experience. If I saw this in the store or a physical copy in the library, I might give this another chance, but for now, I could not finish it. And then for the rest of the novels, I'm just going to briefly go over them because I have another vlog coming out probably closer to the end of January that's going to detail my entire journey reading all of these books. So I read Who is Vera Kelly by Rosalie Knecht, The Gathering by Kelly Armstrong, The Iron King by Julie Kagawa, The Hollow by Jessica Verde, and The Alchemist by Michael Scott. These 5 books were all voted on by you guys in the beginning of 2022 for me to read throughout 2022 as the books that I need to kind of figure out if I want to continue the series or get rid of them on my shelf. If you're interested to see my entire thoughts, then I highly recommend checking out my channel, subscribing, and waiting for that vlog to drop later this month. And with that, I just want to thank you guys so much. This has really been a journey. 2022 was not kind. It doesn't seem like it was kind to many people. I feel like 2020 for me was like after the brief lockdown blues, it was very productive because we just didn't have anything going on. And then 2021 was kind of that middle of the ground, like we're unsure, so we're not going crazy. And then 2022, it was like the aftermath, like actually everything finally coming back down and realizing everything sucks. But the end of 2022, the last week that I celebrated in December of just my freedom, the opportunities I have, the opportunities that are going to come to me, it was truly incredible. And I'm so happy to share a little bit of my week with you guys. So let me know down below, how was the end of your 2022? Did you do anything fun? How were your holidays? Let me know. And until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.